Hi, thanks for joining me today. Are you really wanting to know how to have that conversation with your partner, that difficult one, about their children? Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know every time I post. It's the easiest thing in the world to fall out with your partner about the way they parent their child or children. It's very normal for you to feel differently about how they should be doing this, especially if they're overindulging their child. However, if you go to your partner and show any form of disapproval, judgment, advice, suggestions, however concealed, then the likely response from anybody is going to be one of objecting to it, resisting it, and in the end, confronting you against it. I know it goes against your feelings of what you want to do, but I would really recommend choosing not to go head to head with your partner about this topic. Instead, and I know it's difficult, keep your feelings to yourself and plan to do it differently. The best way to convince somebody to do something different is to use natural consequences that come from the things that they are doing. The same can be said about teaching children things. What better way to teach a child than to let natural consequences show them it's not going to work than you just trying to tell them? It's much, much more powerful. But also in life generally, socially, at work, everywhere, it is the most powerful lesson is to let natural consequences take their course, and then the person learns from experience that what they've chosen to do isn't working, and they change instantly when they learn that lesson. Your job is to help your partner learn that lesson fast, but not by you telling them. So allow the natural consequences of their parenting choice to have an impact on their lives, and don't rescue them from those life lessons. Don't scoop up the pieces. Don't run to the rescue and make it good. Make it so that they learn the lessons. So how do you speak to your partner about the way they're parenting their children? And I would say this: do as little speaking as possible. Allow the consequences of their action to take full impact. But when you are talking about it, talk about it in a kind of curious, quizzical kind of way. So, how long did it mean that you had to wait at the train station? So, how much did that cost you when so-and-so broke that thing 3 times? Or how much is it going to cost us to repair that carpet, or that bicycle, or make amends, or run all over the place for them, or put up with their behaviour which isn't particularly pleasant? Whatever it is, just bolster the consequences, but don't speak about it directly. So you do speak about the event and the consequences of it, but you don't say, well, if you allow them to do that, they'll break that computer. Wait till the computer's broken and then talk about it. that sort of thing. It is expensive. It's expensive in terms of time, it's expensive in terms of money, and it is also takes a huge amount of you stomaching things. But I'm telling you now, if you try and circumvent that by making demands, having difficult conversations, going head to head with your partner, you won't get anywhere as fast as if you let the whole thing go wrong and then in discussion explore with your partner by asking questions and being quizzical about what alternatives there could have been to what happened to help that conversation through and allow your partner to change their mind about what they're doing. It's easier to do if there are natural consequences of something happening, but if it's just behaviour that is marginally tolerable but isn't really okay, you need to work at making that behaviour not okay. If the young person is losing their temper or being dramatic, just make the most of the effect of that drama when it needn't have been. Just show it in a way. Try not to speak it, but just explain how that interrupted things or made the atmosphere less nice than it could have been, or whatever. It's just, you've just got to work with the consequences and not go head to head with your partner over it. We run workshops, sessions, an email response service, and we write booklets. You can find links to our social media and website in the description box below.